Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Liz, your host here at Crimes Untold. And today we're going to be talking about the murder of Fran Smith. So this murder case is a very interesting one, and I say that because Fran disappeared back on October 4th of 1991 in West Windsor, New Jersey, and is presumed dead after foul play has been strongly suspected in her case. So she has been ruled out in the cases of two different Jane Does. That's the Hudson County Jane Doe of 1991 and the San Bernardino County Jane Doe of 1992. So she was the second wife of John Smith, who is the prime suspect in her disappearance and possibly murder. So the interesting thing about John is that he's actually already been convicted of the murder of his first wife, Janice Hartman. Janice Hartman went missing from Doylesville, Ohio. Janice Hartman's remains, however, were found in a box. We're kind of going to discuss that. So this is kind of like two different murders summed into one, Fran Smith and then Jan Hartman. So she was known, when they found these remains in the box, she was known as the lady in the box due to her remains being found in a makeshift plywood coffin where when the remains were found in 1979 initially, but this is a strange discovery, as you'll kind of hear about below. So Janice Elaine Hartman, or Jan, disappeared on November 17th of 1974 after her divorce from her husband John was completed, literally just 3 days prior. Their divorce was finalized and she went missing on the 17th. So it's believed that he killed Jan and then concealed her body in a makeshift coffin until its discovery. So John's brother Michael was the one that discovered the box initially and even testified about the discovery during John's trial. And it was when John had asked him to come box up some of Jan's clothes at the trailer they lived in on Melrose Drive in Worcester, or Wooster. It's kind of like Rooster, but with a W, that Michael had found the trailer in complete disarray. Like, stuff was everywhere. It was notable that nothing was taken care of. Like, everything was everywhere. He would also testify that he saw his brother making a strange plywood box on Thanksgiving in which he was going to put Janice's stuff into. So this box was extremely long and thin, and it confused Michael. He also remembered seeing John rolling up Jan's clothing and laying it around the perimeter of the box, kind of like a pillow. Strange, right? When he asked his brother to help him in the spring of 1979, so just a few years later, when John asked Michael to help him in the spring of 1979, he found the box again, of which was in the garage and it was nailed shut. So he really didn't think anything of it until later in the spring of 1979 when Michael would get a call from their grandfather. And their grandfather said something about something being wrong and thinking that the neighbor found a dead turtle in a box or something like that. So when Michael got there, he didn't know exactly what he was looking at. In the top of the box, it had been pried off, and he couldn't exactly tell what was in the box. He would take a stick and kind of move around something. It turned out to be multicolored hair that was red and green and blue and blonde and brown. This is when he saw the face of somebody he knew, and he saw the face of Jan. After that, he didn't know what to do. The police weren't initially called, but Michael would in turn flip on his brother when it came to this corpse, the box, and the whole murder in general, due to the FBI becoming involved. Michael would be interviewed starting on May 5th of 1999. Here's the weird part. So they find her body, and that's in 1979. Fast forward 21 years. Her remains are found on the side of the road in Morocco, Indiana, and she would eventually be identified in April of 2000, so April 24th of 2000. So Michael knew all along what happened and about the body. So in exchange for his testimony, he would testify against his brother, and his brother obviously would be convicted of the murder of Janice Hartman. So that, my friends, is the case of Fran Smith and Janice Hartman. I hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you guys in my next video.